Hi, I'm Dr. Phillip Mountrose, Dr. Phil, the other one, the holistic one, and we're back with another process, a new process called the reality shift with EFT. And like our other process, the miracle reframe with EFT, this is a way of quickly getting to a core issue, getting to something that bothers you, that's stopping you from living the life you really want to live, and changing that, transforming that, and really getting out there, getting your message out, living the life you really want to live. And this process involves finding an issue and having a metaphor or an image, or sometimes called a hologram, that you have in your mind, often very unconsciously, you're not even aware of it, that represents the issue or block. And when it's a problem, it's a negative picture. And through this EFT process, this little simple tapping process that was developed by Gary Craig, you can quickly transform that. And I'm going to show you a demonstration in just a moment with Jairus, who's here as a person who wants to get clear on something and live her dream a little more. So we're going to find this issue, this metaphor, this hologram, and transform it with the reality shift with EFT. So if you want a reality shift, this is a way to go. So Jairus,
Yes.
a reality shift, what would you like help with, clarity, and improvement in some area of your life?
Well, I think for me, it's probably the same as it is for a lot of people, and it's about finances.
Yes.
I know, and I hear, and I believe it, that there's no lack of money out there. And I live paycheck to paycheck, and I don't want to downsize. I don't want less. I want to continue to live the life that I'm living now and have even more. And so for me, I would like to attract more abundance and more money into my life so I don't live paycheck to paycheck.
Okay. Now, when you're doing the reality shift with EFT, this process, you listen for metaphors that you're saying, and you may have picked it up in your own mind or from the media or something you read, the mortgage meltdown or a sinking ship or getting stuck in the weeds or economic downturn, whatever it is that plays very powerfully in our unconscious minds, and we are often speaking those words and seeing those images. One thing that you said, Jairus, was a downsize. So that would be, that's kind of a metaphor, getting smaller, shrinking.
Yeah, it seems like a lot of people are talking about trying to get by on less and make those changes, and I feel like they're going the opposite direction of the way I want to go. I still want to do more and have more, and I believe I can.
Mm-hmm. Good. And if that downsizing was a landscape, if it was a picture, what would it be for you?
Now, the first thing that comes to my mind is a cement block.
A cement block?
Yes. And it seems like it's just on a street that's not well kept with a lot of weeds.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very close to, there's no sidewalk, it's very close to the road.
Okay, so a messy street, would you say, or
maybe not exactly litter, but it's not well kept.
Okay,
maintained.
A poorly maintained street with a cement block. And where's the cement block?
Well, if I was looking at the street this way, and the curb is here, then the cement block is just right here. It's sort of like, it's not a house, but it's just a big square of gray that looks like a cement to me.
Where is it in relationship to the street?
Adjacent to the street.
Okay, it's next to the street.
On the left side.
Okay.
Of way I'm
so
looking.
There's an image, and what feeling is there around this street, poorly kept street and cement block?
It seems a little barren to me.
Barren.
Yeah.
Okay. So with EFT, we have a setup phrase. We have a phrase and do some tapping of key pressure points to shift the reality here, the reality of downsizing. We could do a saying about being downsized, and we can say about being on this barren, having a barren feeling, being on a poorly kept street with a cement block. And that all means a lot to your subconscious in terms of feelings, beliefs, even identity on some levels.
I'm not feeling like it's a good image.
Right, so let's shift that. That's why we have the reality shift process, exactly. So we're going to start an EFT process, and you can either rub a sore spot here to start and have an affirmation, or tap the side of your hand, and we want to get an affirmation that fits this reality shift that we want to start to shift. So even though I feel like I'm on an unkept street with a cement block, or I'm feeling barren, how would you put it, Jairus?
Um, say, even though it looks bleak
Mm-hmm.
and kind of dreary,
Mm-hmm.
lifeless,
Mm-hmm.
I think that's more like it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and in terms of intensity, 1 out of 10, 10 being total intensity, how bleak and dreary and lifeless does it seem there, that image?
Well, if you were asking me about my surprise to my image, I'd say that was a 10, because I'm surprised that that's what came up. Um,
So part of
it's
you
really
is...
bothered me that was
is-
the image I came up
It's
with.
a very disturbing image that's there, that somehow came out of you. Okay, so
Yeah.
shall we shift that? Shall we start to see what we can do?
Yeah.
Okay.